Good morning, lovely yogis. For today's class, you will need a strap or a belt and a block or a thick book. When you have your props and you're ready to begin, sit onto your block in a loose cross-leg position with your legs in a downward slant. And then sitting up nice and tall through the spine, let's take a couple deep breaths just to center ourselves. In and out through the nose, slight constriction in the back of the throat, your ujjayi breathing activating. Let your jaw relax. Let your shoulders relax down. Let your belly expand. So we are starting on Asteya, non-stealing, week 1. This week, for our journal and meditation, notice when and how you steal from others through time, attention, one-upmanship, power, confidence, and not being able to celebrate others' success. Notice what is happening in you that prompts this stealing. Now practice being a forklift so that everyone you come into contact with feels uplifted because they were in your presence. So that will be written below the YouTube video. Continuing to breathe that ujjayi breath, closing your eyes and simply listening. Asteya calls us to live with integrity and reciprocity. If we are living in fears and lies, our dissatisfaction with ourselves and our lives leads us to look outwards, with a tendency to steal what is not rightfully ours. We steal from others, we steal from the earth, we steal from the future, and we steal from ourselves. We steal from our own opportunity to grow ourselves into the person who has a right to have the life they want. When we compare ourselves to others, we either find ourselves lacking, which makes us feel somehow cheated, or we find ourselves superior, which leaves us feeling arrogant. Our attention on others from a place of discontent within ourselves can lead us to live vicariously through others, or try to control, manipulate, or manage them in order to boost our own sagging ego. We find ourselves trying to one-up their stories and success and experiences by coming behind them with our own more fabulous tale. It is an attempt to make ourselves feel better about ourselves. The question we can ask ourselves in our encounters with others is, does the other person feel uplifted and lighter because they have been with us? Or do they feel like something precious was taken from them? Have we brightened their day by taking a moment to listen, to sincerely compliment them, or simply to smile? Let's take 5 more deep breaths in and out through the nose, finding that stillness within, behind the eyes. Your last exhale, lean yourself forward off of your block, bringing it to the side. And just in your cross-leg position, let's switch so that the other leg is in front. Bring your right hand down to the ground beside you and inhale, left arm up and over. Gazing up towards the roof and taking a few deep breaths to open your side body. Make sure your left and right shoulder are down away from your ears. And coming to the other side, left hand plants. Inhale, right arm up and over. Couple breaths into the ribs. Back over to the other side, plant the right hand, and start to draw circles. So the arm is moving back past your face, opening the chest up to the sky and breathing. Inhale up, exhale back and down. A couple big circles, feeling that stretch through the armpit. Switching sides, left side, inhale past your face. Exhale down. Inhale, sweep around, nice big circles. Softening the jaw as much as you can. And then recenter yourself. So we're going to pump the breath a little bit to wake up our core and to give us a little bit more energy. So bring your fists right in front of your heart, interlacing your knuckles together. We're going to be pumping from side to side, keeping your knuckles in front of your heart at all times. So you're not moving the arms, you're moving your torso with the fists. And so we're going to pump the breath. We're going to inhale to the right, exhale to the left, fast. So take a moment, take a breath in and out. When you're ready, start. Inhale up to the sky, reaching through the hands. Pause and retain the breath for a moment. And then exhale, hands to the Anjali Mudra at your heart. You can repeat that one more time if you'd like. Bringing your fists, interlocking them. Take a breath in and out to start. Begin when you're ready. Inhale up to the sky, retract the breath. And exhale back to the heart, not retract, retreat. Perfect. So we're going to take our strap in our hands next. Continue to breathe deep. Nice wide grasp on the straps. We're going to draw a couple circles around our body. So if you need to lengthen even more after your first circle, you can make that change. So let's inhale our hands up to the sky. Exhale, coming back and around. Inhale up. Exhale down. Adjusting the strap if you need to. Inhale, slow up. spine nice and tall and the breath even. Inhale back up. Exhale, come down. Taking your strap in your fist in your right hand, bring the strap behind your head, reaching your hand straight up above the sky. Straight up to the sky. And then bend your right elbow back behind your head towards the middle of your shoulder blades, taking your left hand behind, grabbing the strap behind, walking your hands towards one another. If you can connect your fingertips in that grasp, by all means. And then again, lift the heart and take 3 full breaths in and out. Keeping the tongue down away from the roof of the mouth. And slowly release. So now you're taking the strap in your left fist, bringing your hand up to the sky and bending the left elbow down. Reaching your right hand back and around, grabbing the strap, walking your hands towards one another, sitting up nice and tall through the heart center, and taking your 3 breaths to soften where you can. Slowly release the strap over to the side. Stretching your legs straight out in front of you. With your feet, toes flexed to the sky, sitting up nice and tall, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slide yourself down. Hands just coming to your ankles or resting on your shins. Take another deep breath, lift up through the top of your head, through your heart. As you exhale, slide a little further. Continue to move like this, inhaling, lengthening. Exhale, folding. Feeling all those sensations through the backs of your legs. Inhale, really lengthen. Exhale, slide a little further. One more time, breathing in. And then hold for a moment. And lift the gaze, slide yourself back up. Bring your legs around behind you and come into your tabletop. Stacking your wrists under your shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide, that you feel grounded here. Let's do a couple cat-cows. So inhale, lead with your hips. So you're tilting your tailbone up towards the sky, belly drops, lifting the heart. And as you exhale, hips dip first, rounding down through the spine and through the neck. Inhale, hips come back up. Belly drops, lift the gaze. Exhale, tailbone folds under, pressing through your hands. Continue like this. Inhale, coming up. Exhale all the way through the spine. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, thread. And coming back into your tabletop position. Keep yourself planted. Let's lift our right hand up to the sky, inhaling. Exhale, threading under the left hand, coming to rest down, but not settling in. Press through the left hand, coming all the way up, inhale. Exhale, thread. One more time, inhale, coming up. Exhale. This time you can settle in, resting on the side of your temple, continuing to press through the palm of your left hand and the back of your right hand. And then come back, recentering, left side, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, thread under. Inhale, flowing back up, inhale. Exhale, thread. One more time, inhale. And exhale, settling in. Couple breaths. When you're ready, coming back up. Resetting, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's tuck our toes, lift our hips, and press back into your downward facing dog, walking your heels one at a time towards the ground. Taking deep, full breaths. Feel that loosening. Feel that stretching. And then letting both your heels come down towards the ground at the same time, bending your knees as much as you need. Spine is nice and straight. Fingers spread wide. 2 more breaths. And then lift the gaze between the hands. Step both feet up. Inhale, lift halfway, straightening the spine, looking ahead. Exhale, pull forward. Hit the pause button just for a moment. With your next inhale, lift halfway, straightening the spine. Coming all the way up with that straight spine, lift the fingers to the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do a couple sun salutations. So from the top of your mat, inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift the gaze, straighten through the spine. Plant your hands, step both feet back into your high plank. You can lower down to your knees or chaturanga, coming down and forward. Inhale into cobra or up dog. And then exhale, lift the hips, coming back to your down dog. You can find movement again, or you can find stillness. As long as you're breathing, tailbone is coming up towards the sky, reaching out through the top of your head. Lift the gaze between the hands, step both feet up. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, coming all the way up. Lifting through heart and belly. Exhale, back to the heart. Again, inhale, coming up. Exhale, fold. Slow, straight, all the way down. Inhale, lift the gaze. Plant your hands, this time stepping the opposite foot back into your high plank. So you're coming forward on your toes and you're bending your elbows back. Inhale, press through your hands. The hips are not actually on the ground, you're pressing through the tops of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips. Back to down dog. Take a few breaths. You're externally rotating your arms away from your ears so that you don't have that pinched or squeezy feeling here. One more breath, in and out. Lift the gaze between the hands, step both feet up. Inhale, exhale, fold. And just hanging out here, let's heel toe our feet hip distance apart. Rounding down through them. And then we're going to bring our hands out to the sides. And so you're bringing your shoulder blades back and down towards one another. And then clasping the hands behind the back. Firm grasp, inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, fold forward. Full breaths, feeling those breaths soften the backs of the legs. And if it's in your practice to lift your arms up and away, keep breathing. Ready, inhale, lift halfway, release the hands back out to your T position, and exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift halfway, straightening through the spine, coming all the way back up, lifting through hands and belly. Exhale, back to the heart. Good. So we're keeping our right foot planted and taking a big step back with the left. Your heels are lined up, back foot is parallel to the back of the mat, and your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. Right elbow comes down to the right leg. And you're sweeping your left hand up and over, palm down to the ground, rolling your heart open to the sky. Take a few deep breaths here. That awakening muscles in your right leg, stretching all the way from the edge of your left foot up through the body to your left fingertips. Let your left hand guide you back up, straightening and stepping back to the front of your mat. Feeling it out. Left foot stays planted this time. Big step back with the right. Heels lined up, back foot's parallel. Bend the left knee over the ankle. Open T position. And then exhale. Bring the left elbow down to the left leg. Sweeping the right arm up and over. And then you're pressing through your left elbow to open the heart to the sky. Make sure your knee is still stacked. Couple more breaths, relaxing the jaw. And the right arm guides you back up, straightening, coming back to the front. Just going to wiggle the legs. Right foot plants. Smaller step back with the left so that your heels are lined up. Your left foot is just slightly angled, and that your hips can square to the front of the room. Both legs stay straight this time. Let's inhale our hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring them behind the back, interlacing hands at the elbows. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, pull forward with the heart. And as you come down, your left hip is coming forward. So your hips are staying straight, squared, legs straight, gazing towards your right big toe, and breathing. You can keep a micro bend in your knees if you feel like you're overextending. through your right foot, coming all the way back up, and release back to the front of the mat, wiggling the hips a little bit. Left foot stays planted, smaller step back with the right, heels lined up, right foot is angled, and square the hips to the front. Inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, behind the back. Let's see if you can interlace the opposite way, opposite of what you did last time. Once you have a firm grasp, inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, pull forward from the chest, coming down. Right hip is coming forward, keeping the hips squared. Gazing at your left big toe and breathe deep. One more breath, in and out. Inhale, press to the left foot, coming all the way up, and releasing back to the front. Do your little wiggle to release. All right, right foot plants. Big step back with the left so that your heels are lined up and your left foot is angled. And then again, square your hips to the front and bend your right knee over the ankle. Setting up for warrior one. Hands come up in a wider V so that you have more space between your shoulders and your ears. Then you can lift your gaze and lift your heart up towards the sky. Trying not to collapse in the lumbar spine, and breathe. And then keep your arms up in the air, straighten your front leg, pivot on your heels, facing the back of your mat. So resetting, heels are lined up. Now your right foot is angled. Bend your left knee over the right ankle. Square your hips to the back of the room and start to breathe, lifting through the heart, through the top of your head. Maybe you can sense your heartbeat in your fingertips. And now we're going to open. So open your hips over to the right, bringing your hands into a T position, maybe lengthening your stance just a little bit. And your right foot is parallel to the front of the mat. Still facing the back. Left knee is still bent over left ankle. And now we're in warrior two. Gazing over your left fingertips. Keep your arms lifted. Breathe deep. And then straighten your left leg, pivoting again to the front of your mat now. So left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Bend your right knee over your right ankle. Keeping the arms lifted, looking out over your right fingertips. Deep breaths. Two more breaths, really reaching out from both fingertips. And when you're ready, release the arms, stepping back to the front of the mat. Perfect. All right, feet come hip distance apart. Lift the toes and gently place them back down. Hands come to your hips. Shift your weight into your left foot, coming into a tree pose. So your right heel can either come and rest at the ankle, on the calf, or up into the inner thigh, not on the kneecap. Pressing your heel in, finding a drishti, focal point, and breathe. stay centered at your heart today, or if you're feeling balanced, grow your branches. One more breath, in and out. Moving the hands back down to the heart, bring the knee into the front, and release down. Other side, hands to your hips. Shift your weight into your right foot, and choosing where you're at on this side. It might look different. Taking your time. Heel comes in, knee comes out, hands to the heart center. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, grow. Hands come back down to the heart, moving slow. Knee comes back in and release down. One more balancing pose. So your left foot plants in, bend through the left knee. You're firmly grounded through the left foot, and right foot comes up and over. If you can tuck your right toes behind the left leg, by all means. And then inhale, hands up. Left arm under, right arm over, holding up and around, clasping palms, and then lift the elbows. Point the fingers out and away, and breathe. Sitting back into your chair, into your left heel. Release the arms, straighten the left leg, and release. Do a little wiggle. Right foot plants, bend through the right knee. Left comes up and around. Arms inhale up. Right arm under, left over. Clasping at the palms. Inhale, lift through the elbows. Exhale, point out with the fingers. Breathe into your shoulder blades. Sit into your heel. Releasing arms, straightening the leg, and coming back down. Okay, from the top of the mat, let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. And just hanging out in Uttanasana for a little while. Forward fold, letting yourself dangle and sway. Rocking your hips side to side. Taking a little rest. Inhale, lift up and gaze ahead. Plant your hands, step both feet back into your high plank. And you're bringing yourself forward, elbows come back, chaturanga. Inhale, press into your upward facing dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Take a breath in and out, letting your hips sink back. And then step it through. Come into your seat. Okay, from here, we're coming into boat pose. So you're rocking back, balancing between your tailbone and lower back. And you can hold onto your legs with your toes touching. The next one, you can straighten your legs straight up. You can release with the hands, and you can as well have the legs straight. Wherever you're at today is perfect. Just gonna take it nice and easy today. So you're sitting up nice and tall through the heart. Your belly is coming in towards the legs, and you're breathing. Strong ujjayi breath in the back of the throat. Crossing the ankles, hugging your knees into your belly. Inhale, lift up through the top of your head. And exhale, release. Take one moment here, and then we're coming in again. When you're ready, rock back. Choose your level. Keep the belly lifted, keep the heart up, keep the jaw soft, and breathe. Crossing the ankles, hug the knees in, lift up, inhale, exhale, release. And bring the legs around behind you. Coming into our plank pose. Just a couple core activities today. So hands, fingers spread nice and wide. Wrists are going to be stacked under the shoulders, coming up onto the toes, pressing out through your heels, and then we're going to bring our knee in and across to the opposite elbow. 1, 2, we're moving slow with control and breathing. And press back into your downward facing dog. Take a few breaths, lifting through the tailbone. Coming back down into your plank. Holding for a moment. Keep breathing. Lift the tailbone up and back. Take a breath in and out. And then step it through again. Moving to your seat. Once you're on your seat, your left leg is going to stretch out straight in front of you. Toes up to the sky. Bringing your right foot into the inner left thigh. Pressing the heel in. When you're ready, inhale, lift up tall through the heart. Exhale, slide the hands down the leg. Again, inhale, lift through the top of the head. Exhale, fold. Continue moving, just like this. Coming down a little bit more with each breath. Two more breaths. Inhale, lift the gaze, and release all the way back up. Other side, right foot stretches out. Left heel comes into the inner thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, take a breath in. Exhale, slide down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slide. Continue moving, trying not to be in complete stillness with the body. You're flowing up and down. Inhale, left halfway. Exhale, release. Bringing the legs out into a wide V. Upavista Konasana with both your toes flexed up to the sky. Good. From here, we're going to bring our right elbow on the inside of the right leg, pressing our hand back towards. So that's rolling our heart open to the sky. Left hand reaches up and over, pointing over your right toes. Take a few deep breaths. Continue to press through your right elbow, opening the heart. And let the left hand guide you back up. Recentering the spine for a second. When you're ready, left elbow comes down, the inside of the left leg, pressing the left hand back towards the ankle. Inhale, right fingertips up and over, palm down, pointing over your left toes. Press through the left elbow, breathe and roll open the heart. Inhale, right hand guides you back up. Bring your hands behind your knees, drag your heels in to the edge of your mat and windshield wiper. Awesome. One more seated pose before we come down. So, Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose. Bring your left leg down as if you're going to sit cross-legged and flex the left toes hard. Keep that flex throughout the entire pose. So your leg is a little bit farther away. Your shin should be parallel with the front of your mat. Right foot, take it in your hand, bring it up and over, and just bring the ankle above the knee. So there's a sweet spot there. So looking down, this right knee might be very high up here. Bring a block underneath to rest it on. Both feet are flexed. Hard flex. Shins are both parallel when you're looking forward. They're lined up with one another, parallel with the front of the mat. Keep the feet flexed. And then see if you can lengthen up through the spine. Grow your spine with every inhale. Soften the right hip with every exhale. Two more breaths, growing yourself through the spine. And as you lean back, bring your hands to your right foot, help it down, and we're switching sides. So lay the right leg down. Flex the right foot hard, make sure you keep it flexed. And then the shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Left hand, take it in your hand, bring it up and over into that sweet spot above the knee. Flex the left foot hard. This protects our knees. So you're sitting up nice and tall. When you look in front of you, your shins are parallel to one another, parallel to the front of the mat. And then focus on sitting up nice and tall and breathing into those areas of tension, maybe through your left hip. If this is not available, sitting in just a regular cross-legged position, sitting up tall, is a modification. One more breath, in and out. As you lean back, take your left hand in yours, left foot in your hands, and come back down. We're coming down to our back body. Rolling down, hugging the knees in right away, rocking back and forth. As well as stretching yourself out completely. Big inhale as you're stretching out. And as you exhale, relax. Bringing your arms down to your sides. Fold those shoulder blades underneath so there's lots of room through the chest. We are bending our feet, bending our knees, and planting our feet in towards our sit bones, as close as we can get it. And then when you're ready, palms down to the ground. Inhale, lift through the hips. Big Buddha belly breaths. Breathing into your chest, pressing your knees towards one another. And then exhale, slowly come back down. Letting your hips come down. Tenting your knees at the top. Take a moment just to tune into what the body's doing, how it's feeling. When you're ready, refold the shoulder blades. Bring the feet back up, nice and close, in, planting down. This time when you lift your hips, you'll interlace your fingers underneath, behind your back. Knees are pressing towards one another. Lots of breathing room in the chest. And keep going. Let the belly move. And release the fingers. Let the hips slowly come back down. Tenting the knees. Take a breath. Feeling that in-between moment. Maybe there's stillness there. So coming in one more time. Refold the shoulder blades. Bend your knees, planting your heels in as close as you can to your sit bones. We're going to be bringing our hands to our lower back. So when you're ready, inhale, lift the hips. Maneuver the arms under. Knees are coming towards one another. Lots of breathing space in the chest. And breathe. Try not to look around in this pose, keeping your neck straight. One more breath, in and out. As you're breathing out, you're lowering down. Tent one more time, hitting that pause button. And then straighten the left leg straight down below you. Bringing your arms out to T position. Fold the shoulder blades underneath. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Left hand reaches on the outside of the right leg. And as you exhale, you're pulling the leg over the body. Keeping your right hand planted, gazing perhaps over your right fingertips or closing your eyes. Deep breath. Inhale, back up to center. Take a moment to switch the legs. So your right toes stretch out below you. Arms to T position, left knee comes in towards the chest. Right hand on the outside of the left leg. And as you exhale, pulling it over the body. Keeping both your shoulder blades firmly planted. Gazing out over your left fingertips. You can close your eyes and just hear your own breathing. Letting everything slow down and soften. Slowly come back to the center. Bending both knees, folding the shoulder blades under, crossing your right ankle over your left knee, flex your right foot, threading the needle. So if it's available, you can thread your right hand through the legs, grabbing onto the back of your left leg with both hands. A little more resistance means you're pressing your right ankle into your left knee into your right ankle. Stay here and breathe. More deep breaths. Try not to rush through the end of the class, not stealing any time from yourself. Slowly release the fingers. Foot comes back down and uncross. Other side, left foot crosses over the right knee. The foot flexes, and you're threading your left hand through the legs, interlacing fingers behind the right knee. Take a few deep breaths, pressing left ankle into right knee into left ankle. Relaxing the jaw, letting the mind float. Bringing in a sense of timelessness. When you're ready, releasing fingertips back down. And we're making our way into Shavasana. So stretching your legs straight down below you. Arms are at your sides. Make sure you're moving props out of the way so nothing's in contact with your hands. If you're wearing a watch or glasses, you can remove them so as not to disturb any of the prana, the life force moving in the body. Your feet and legs naturally fall away from one another, lifting the heart, folding the shoulder blades under, tucking the chin, just slightly so you feel that length in the back of your neck. Let's take 3 deep releasing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Blood sink to the back of your body, feeling light in the heart, feeling the breath come very, very easy to you. Let your mind settle on your third eye. Not really focusing on anything, just seeing the darkness behind your eyelids. And finding comfort there. Let yourself reset. Bring your awareness back into your body, breathing deeper. Wiggling your fingertips and toes. And you're ready, stretching yourself out or hugging your knees into your belly. In your own time, rolling onto your right side. Cradling your head, taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, coming back up to your seat, sitting cross-legged, keeping your eyes closed, continue to breathe and grow up through the spine. Reflecting on your practice today. you're ready, bringing your hands to the Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Non-stealing turns us from theft to cultivating new skills and abilities. Why steal from your life by stealing your will? Instead, be still and love. 100 times a day, I remind myself that my inner and outer life depends on the labors of other people, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the full measure I have received and am still receiving. And let's close with one Om. So first, inhale and exhale. Inhale to Om. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Namaste.